Hi friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Kate. In today's video we're going to be sewing block number 11 of our Designer Mystery Sew Along from Fact Shop. So this is what our block looks like this month, okay? And so this is what my block is going to look like right here. Now did make a little bit of substitution. This block is a relatively easy block to sew. With that being said, I'm going to show you my process of completing this block. The guest designer this month is going to be Stacy Itsu, and then the name of the block is Daffodil. So we are on to block number 11. The finish and sewing for this sew along is quite lengthy. So if you get the kit, you will already have your finishing pattern already. And if you have not started yet, I suggest you start, or that way you're not going to be behind after making the entire block, because it is a lot of sewing. I just want to encourage you to start. This is for the people that bought the kit. If you did not buy the kit, the finishing assembly will come with month number 12. So this right here are for people that bought the kit. Do make sure that you start if you haven't. So I just wanted to just say that. And if you have not subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe down below. And if you are a subscriber of mine, I truly thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you have not subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe down below. With that being said, let's sew the block for this month, which is block number 11. So let's do that, okay? So right here are my pieces all cut out, you know, from A all the way to H. So right now we're going to construct our pieces. The first thing we're going to do is take our piece D and get our piece B and sew on to the upper right corner. And here we go. All right, so now that's done. I'm just going to fold back and then cut the piece right here off, and I'm going to press. And I'm going to press it open with my finger. So now that this is done, we're going to make 4 of this right here. So I have made all 4. This is all we're going to need. So I'm going to put it to the side right like that. And then the next thing we're doing is making our second step, which is going to be taking this piece D right here, this blue piece right here, and we're going to take another B piece and we're going to sew it to the bottom left right here. I'm going to fold it back to make sure it covers the lip right here, and it does. Now that I know this right here covers the lip, I'm going to go ahead and trim this end, and I'm going to also finger press it open as well, like that. All right, so that's what this looks like. I'm not going to press it with an iron right now. When I'm all done, I'll go ahead and press it. We're going to need 4 of this right here, and I have made all 4. So that being said, this is our second step right here, all done. We're going to have to sew the bottom corner 4 times to make this step. Okay, the next thing we're doing is taking step 1 and step 2, and we're going to make a segment. So we're going to take the first and second step that we just completed, which is right here, and we're going to sew a segment. So what we're going to do is put it like this and take our A piece and put it right here, and then we're going to sew them. So we're going to sew this to this, and we're going to sew this to this right here. For now, I'm just going to finger press them to the dark, like the instruction told us to. Lay them together like so. So all 4 pieces are sewn, and I went on ahead and press it. The next step to do now is to just sew this part onto this part, and then the segment will be done. So we need to make 4, and I'm going to do that right now. So the 4 segments are all done. Okay, so what we're going to do is put them to the side until we need them right there. The next step wants us to take our piece D, and we're going to be, for this one, we're going to be sewing like a square and a square. So we're going to have the same color on this side and we're going to have a different color on the bottom side. So what I'm going to do is take our F piece and sew it on to the corner. So I have completed sewing my piece F onto here. So the next thing we're going to do is sew on the bottom part. So we're going to sew our piece G onto the corner. Now I'm being careful not to stretch my fabric, because when you're doing square in a square, it is so easy to stretch your inner or outer fabric, making your square, your finished square look a little wonky. So I'm just going to make sure I don't pull. I'm just going to sew. Let the machine do the work. So this is what my piece is looking like right now. I did substitute this right here. We're supposed to have the cross weave fabric that's a little bit more, leaning a little bit more red. I didn't want to do that, so I switched it to this pink floral. I think I like that better. It's a little bit more softer. So now that this is completed, we will need to make 4 that looks just like this. Okay, I have completed making all of them, and they are all right here, nice and pressed. So the next thing we're going to do is construct our block. Okay, so I'm going to bring my board back here. This is our H piece in the middle, and then we're going to take our segment that we just completed, and then we're going to take our end pieces, going to put it like that, and then we're going to take this piece, make sure that the pink colors are facing in. We're going to take this, we're going to put it like that, just like that. And so this is what our block is going to look like when it's all done. So now what I'm going to do is just sew all of them together, and we are completed. Everything will be done. So let's do that. The only thing I'm going to do now is pin here on the segments, making sure that my points do meet. Okay. And I am nesting my seam. So my one is going this seam is going this way, and this seam is going this way. So that way I don't have bulk. So right here is my block all done, and this is our pattern. So as you can see right here, this pink right here, I made substitution to the red, and I switched it out to the floral because I thought it was a little bit more brighter, and because this is darker and I felt like the red was a little bit more dark. So I went on ahead and tried to brighten up a little bit by changing it to the floral that you see here. So like I said, this is my block, and this is the pattern right here. So hopefully this has encouraged and inspired you to get your block done. We're almost done. This is block number 11. So hopefully you are sewing along and you are up to date. And with that being said, this is my block number 11. And our designer this month is Stacy Itsu. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for visiting with me in my nest today. And if you are a subscriber of mine, I really appreciate. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. And you know what I always said, I would love to see you in my next video. You have a great weekend. Bye.